Episode 1, The Young Lion's Roar. The hot desert sands of ancient Sindh, in what is now Pakistan, bore witness to a story of courage, ambition, and destiny. This story belongs to a young general, Mohammad bin Qasim, who at only 17 years old, sailed across the Arabian Sea with his army, determined to bring justice and the message of Islam. A call for help. The story begins far away from Sindh, in the Arabian Empire. At that time, the Arab Empire was vast, stretching from Arabia to North Africa. It was ruled by the powerful Umayyad Caliphate, which had strong ties to trade and commerce. The journey of Mohammad bin Qasim to Sindh started with a cry for help. A ship carrying Muslim men, women, and children was attacked by pirates off the coast of Sindh. The people were captured and held as prisoners by the local ruler, Raja Dahir. News of this incident quickly reached Hajjaj bin Yusuf, the governor of Iraq. Though the history tells us that Hajjaj was not a very kind ruler, the cry of women touched his heart, and he wrote to Raja Dahir, asking him to release them. But blinded by the arrogance, the king refused. Hajjaj was deeply angered by this. He vowed to bring justice to the people who had been taken captive and realized that the only way to solve this issue was through military action. To lead this challenging mission, he chose his own nephew, Mohammad bin Qasim, a young warrior with a purpose. Mohammad bin Qasim was young, but he was no ordinary teenager. He was a skilled soldier, wise beyond his age, with a sense of purpose and justice. The young lion set out with an army of around 6,000 soldiers. The first battles in Sindh. After landing on the coast of Sindh, Mohammad bin Qasim and his army marched through the harsh deserts and rivers. The locals of Sindh watched curiously, some with fear, others with interest, as these Arab soldiers moved through their lands. Raja Dahir, hearing of the young general's arrival, prepared his forces to defend Sindh. This fight was no longer only about his arrogance, but also for his land. The first major encounter between the two armies took place at Dibel, a fortified city. The city's tall walls were well defended, and Raja Dahir's soldiers felt confident that no outsider could break through. Mohammad bin Qasim did feel worried, but they didn't back. He brought catapults known as manjaniks, which hurled large stones at the walls, shaking the defenses. One catapult was named Uruz, and it was so strong that its strikes echoed across the battlefield, causing fear among Raja Dahir's soldiers. After days of intense fighting, the walls of Dibel fell. Mohammad bin Qasim's forces entered the city, taking control and freeing the prisoners. The local people were not harmed, and Mohammed allowed them to continue their lives and their worship as they pleased. Mohammad bin Qasim won the battle, but the war didn't end.